I think object theater comes from another field of puppetry. Yes, very often object theater and puppetries are in the same festivals, like Charleville-Mézières, for instance. Yes, I think it's because puppets have something to do with the end of puppeters and how to manipulate them. They are like that, bigger, but you can take them, you can manipulate them. And also an object is something to do with my hand. But with the technique, for instance, there are a lot of connections between puppetry and object theater. How to have the good rhythm, how to speak before or after the puppets or the object makes something on stage. A storyteller is the man or the woman who knows the end of the story. She is over the story. She knows the happy end or the bad end. And she can come into the object and to be the character. But, for instance, I took only one object with me, a pavement from Berlin. Yeah. And if I want to speak about Berlin, for instance, the pavement is enough because the audience knows it, because I said that it came from Berlin. And yeah, I put that on the table and Berlin is here. And if I take another pavement from Prague, for instance, we can have the very big distance, 1,000 kilometers between the two big cities in Europe, Berlin and Prague. And just 20 centimeters are enough to give the feeling of the field, forests and bears between the two big cities. Yes, the big difference between puppets and object theater, I like to show what is a metaphor on stage. Perhaps it's only a pavement or a car, a fire car, fire truck, fire engine. Yeah, it's red. Yeah, and I can speak about the sentiment of someone only by this way of metaphor. And when I have no more, it's when I discharged the fire engine, I put it in the corner of the table and it's finished for it. But it's still here. And it's still alive. If I have to come back to it, okay, I put it in the middle of the table and we come back to the same feeling. I think we are now in the society at the end of the happiness with to possess all many things. The happiness is no more that. And we are trying to look for happiness in a other way, oldest way, or new way. I don't know, but it's because I like, and Cathy Deville with me give a lot of workshops in France, or even in Italia and in Belgium, to work with young artists and to try to give them this new language, because an object could be a word, and we do not need a lot of letters to write a beautiful poem. In France we have only 26 letters, and I think we can make object theater with only few things. But if we go very deeply in the meaning of what is a metaphor, what is a symbol, we can write a beautiful poem on stage, perhaps without no words.
A meter squared?
Yes. For instance, a meter for me it's a meter on a lot of many other objects, but a meter you can make it longer or smaller. We speak about the difference of scales on stage. We speak about what is far, what is close of me, and how can I feel the time is passing with just only centimeters on the meter, and how the meter becomes bigger and bigger. And my father had a meter 2 meters high to make he was building houses and things like that, and 2 meters was enough for him to know everything to make a new house. And if I make it longest, there are 200 centimeters. There are 2,000 millimeters. And 2,000 millimeters is from the time the Christ was alive till now. 2,000 years. And I can dream with only a meter. I can have a very big dream about time and space. And I wanted to practice that with new actors.
Objects?
Yeah, new actors, young actors, and how can we practice the language of the objects with young actors?